This month, we're throwing a baby shower for our friend Kara. We've decided on a baby book theme and have asked everyone to bring their favorite baby book to help stock the nursery library.
Our signature cocktail is a fresh, peachy Bellini, bubbly and sophisticated. To satisfy the cravings of the mother-to-be, we're making a salty prosciutto-wrapped mozzarella, citrus lobster and phyllo cups, and sweet chocolate cupcakes.
We'll show you how to arrange delicate flowers, organize a baby picture game, and for favors, a soundtrack full of soothing songs to play in the baby's room or for just a quiet car ride.
This baby shower is the perfect way to welcome the new arrival.
Okay, we are going to kick off this baby shower with a signature cocktail, a Bellini. It's a very signature Italian cocktail.
Fabulous.
I know. Love it. Peaches, which are very in season right now, so it's a perfect drink for this time of year, and it's just yummy, yummy, yummy. So we're going to start off by telling you kind of how it really couldn't be any easier.
It is.
It's peach puree and Prosecco or champagne.
Yeah.
Done.
And you know, the peach puree, at first I was looking, how do you make this, how involved in it? It's crazy easy.
Ironically.
I know, really. You take 3 peaches and you just slice them and take out the pit. You put them in boiling water for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
You take out the peaches, put them in some ice water, and the skin will peel right off.
Oh,
yes, totally
nice.
easy, just
Good
like
trick.
tomatoes. And then you literally put them in a food processor, pulse them until you get this lovely little peach puree, which,
AKA?
I was going to say, ironically, is also known as baby food. Who knew? So,
Could we have picked a more perfect drink?
I know,
really?
and I didn't realize
I
until
know.
halfway through. I was like, the irony. There you go.
And then we start by pouring in the puree first and then the Prosecco, I'm assuming. Look at that nice thick. It's going to be perfect with the bubbly on top of that.
Exactly. And you really just fill it like a third of the way through.
Yeah.
And then you just top it with champagne.
And I have to tell you a little history on the Bellini. It was actually invented in Venice, Italy by a man named, I love his name, Giuseppe Capriani.
Oh, I wish he could
sing-song.
have come
I
to
know,
our party.
I know. He actually founded a bar called Harry's Bar in Venice, which I've been to. And I didn't even know. I didn't even know. It's like,
Get out of
I was
town.
in the presence of cocktail greatness and I didn't even know. I was 19.
Well, she was not really drinking in that bar at 19. No, she was just...
maybe not. If it wasn't made by Anheuser-Busch, it was not in my palate.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
that's kind of how I rolled. But
I wonder if it was any relation to, like, Cipriani. No?
did I said Capriani? It is Cipriani. Yeah, you know, what you can say. But it was a great bar where Ernest Hemingway and Orson Welles and all these people hung out, and he named it, this is really odd, he named it after a 15th century Venetian artist, and the reason he named it after him is because the color of it reminded him of the toga that was on a saint in his painting.
Girlfriend,
really.
you are just a wealth of knowledge. Who knew your
Wealth of
cocktail?
worthless knowledge, but hey.
Who knew a cocktail could be such a history lesson?
We had some foam down.
Yeah, that's all right.
But isn't that crazy? Seriously, a toga? So, there you go.
You could also turn this into a toga party, really.
You could.
You know?
Toga, baby shower.
So this looks great.
I
Can we
know.
invite our friends
Let's
in?
do.
Come on in, ladies. Have yourselves a Bellini. Okay. I've never had one of these, quite
Have you
frankly.
not? Oh,
No.
Yummy.
And I'm
Yum,
afraid,
yum.
am I going to get a foam mustache?
Maybe,
Perhaps?
but we'll all
Perhaps.
have one.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
All for one for fun.
Oh, I love this.
Very summery.
It is.
It is very
Nice
fresh.
peach flavor.
Yeah. And if you want, if the mother-to-be would like this to be a virgin cocktail, you can just use sparkling grape juice
Or sparkling soda, or, you know, mix it up a little.
Exactly. Well, it's delicious and we'll set the mood.
Cheers.
Okay, we're here at Appetizer Land.
Excellent, and I'm glad to see that there's something wrapped in phyllo.
And aren't you happy to see my good friend Hellman over there too as well? Hello, Hellmans.
Hello, old friend.
Okay, so one of the reasons that we thought our spin on a baby shower would be a little bit different is that, I don't know about you, but I hated my baby showers.
Oh, I sweated through the bowl.
Me too. I sweat literally and
Yeah.
figuratively,
Yeah.
both. It was always hot in my mother's house.
Yeah.
She has no air conditioning. Anyways, but the whole prospect of sitting there with a spotlight on you, everybody watching you open onesies, it was very uncomfortable for me. And then I have been to baby showers where they've played strange games with baby food and such. And
the diaper game.
yeah, there's some things that are less than savory.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we decided to take a different spin on a baby shower this month, and what we decided to do is elevate it in terms of sophistication. We decided to serve some really nice appetizers that not only the mother-to-be would like, but her guests would like, and you don't feel like you're sitting in a playpen.
Exactly, and this is the shower for the educated baby.
Clearly, yes. So we also noticed that when pregnant, there are 3 different cravings that a gal can have.
Yes.
The first of which is citrus. A lot of people say this has to do if you're carrying a girl. I say so not true. But anyways.
For me, it was egg rolls.
Or McDonald's for me, whatever. Anyway, so what we're doing here is we're doing a lobster and citrus in phyllo dough. So this is very easy. What we've done is we've taken our friend the phyllo cups, we've pre-baked them at 350 for about 5 minutes just so they're crisp and not soggy. In this bowl, we're going to put in a little bit of lobster meat. This is from a chick lobster, which means a 1-pound lobster. You can get it steamed for you at the grocery store, done like that. If you need tips on how to actually crack it and declaw it, we have those on our website as well. So we've done that. Now what we also did is this is a whole avocado. Since we're making a smaller group, I'm going to use half of this. Jocelyn, if you want to put half the avocado in there.
Lovely.
And then the next thing is, again with half, we're going to do about 1/4 cup of red onion, just for a little bit of bite.
Yep.
Now comes the citrus part. The citrus part, we've got a little bit of mango chopped up. I want to show you really quickly. Yeah, I'd throw it all in there. We like that. We're doing the citrus. When you slice a mango, the best way is to kind of grit it like this and make it into like crosshairs like this, and then you can just pop it open if nobody knows how to do a mango. And then you just kind of run your knife along it, and boom, and they go. Look, perfectly already cut, cubed, fabulous.
That's a really clean way to do it.
Very clean, so much easier because a mango is a really difficult fruit to maneuver. The last fruit to maneuver is the ruby red grapefruit, which is the citrus portion of it. What I've done is I've taken a ruby red grapefruit, and what you want to do is peel it, take off as much of the pith, or as I like to call it, the oogie, because that's the technical term
Of course it is.
for the white stuff on any citrus product. And then you're going to take a really thin knife and go in between the membranes like this, and then pop them out. Once you've got them popped like this, no oogie, no membrane, you chop them up very finely, put them in your bowl, and in they go.
Voila.
And last but not least, Jocelyn, what do we usually use to bind something like this?
Oatmeal.
No, try again.
Well, it is.
Let me
actually
help
an
you.
ingredient, not a condiment.
Exactly. So this is our mayonnaise.
Okay.
We're going to throw in about 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, depends on you how much you want. Jocelyn's going to mix it all up nicely, and then we pop it into our little cups. Excuse me.
It's got some really good color to it too. It's gonna look interesting on a plate and on the middle of the table.
Right, and you've got the sweetness of the lobster combined with the citrus, with the acidity and a little bit of the mayonnaise, and then Jocelyn, you can just put them a little dollop in each little cup. Very sophisticated finger hors d'oeuvre that you can serve at the party, and guests will think that you slaved forever. And that's it.
Oh, looks gorgeous.
Okay, as Dante would say, we've approached the second circle of cravings. So now we're into
Thought that was going to a totally different place, so that's much nicer.
So the second craving is salty. Did you have salty when you were pregnant?
You could have basically given me a salt lick and I would have been fine. All I wanted my second pregnancy was salty pork, prosciutto, bacon, you name it. I would just guzzle it down.
Then you are the right person for this job, let me tell you. Okay, this is crazy simple. I'm almost embarrassed showing you how to do it on camera. So what we've got here are little tiny mozzarella balls. You can see these. What I did is they come in water. I drain the water out of them, and I added just a drizzle of olive oil just because we're going to put them in the oven and we don't want them to stick to the pan. So what we did is we put some tin foil in our pan. We preheated our oven to 350. Are you ready for these complex instructions, Alexandra?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alrighty. You're going to take a mozzarella ball. You're going to
Start with a toothpick or do I end with a toothpick?
start with a toothpick. Start with a toothpick.
Should I
Take a
pick
little
my teeth?
take a little piece of basil, wrap it around.
And then take another piece, a second piece, prosciutto, and wrap that puppy around too. It's almost like a bacon wrapped in scallop.
Ooh, I like this better than a bacon.
And then you
wrapped in scallop.
stick it with that toothpick. It could not be easier. I made this up one Christmas
Do you mind
Eve.
if I go take a nap?
I know.
I am exhausted after that.
I almost forgot the basil on that one. That's how hard it is. Just wrap them up as best you can and stick the toothpick in, and you go, put them on here. We're gonna bake them at 350. And you want to keep an eye on them. Everybody's oven is a little different. You want to make sure that the cheese is getting soft, but it's not completely melted.
Okay.
I would say start checking them after 10 minutes, depending on how hot your oven can be. Ovens can range in heat.
And how hot do you put them in?
350.
Okay, for 10 minutes?
Yeah. You can run them under the broiler, but I have burned so many of them before that it's a dangerous notion.
Okay, so what we do is we throw these in the oven.
Yep. And then when you take them out, you have them all ready to eat like this, and they're perfect. And they, the saltiness of the prosciutto with the sweetness of the basil, and then the cheese in between. Oh my goodness, it's a little slice of heaven. I'm telling you, you will love it. The baby inside of you will go bananas.
I was going to say that that mother-to-be is going to be hugging you on the way out.
I have one last thing to say, which is that I made this up one Christmas, and actually I did it when I still had rosemary in my garden. So instead of a toothpick, if it's Christmas time and you prefer to use rosemary instead of basil, you can actually use the rosemary sprig and use that as your toothpick.
Well, I'd say these look delicious, and I will be eating many of them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so one of the most important cravings that I had, I don't know about anybody else, is sweets, and chocolate in particular. I think I cried the day that the Gowell's candy store closed for their summer vacation. So we have made mini cupcakes or baby cupcakes.
So cute.
Yes.
Baby cupcakes.
And you know, you can go out and you can mix and sift and do your from scratch cupcakes, which are delicious, but you can also rely on Betty Crocker, my old friend. But Jen, you were telling me one of the things that Jen does to really make a box mix taste like it's homemade is you switch the oil for butter.
Yeah, anytime you it calls for oil, use butter in the exact same measurement, but it's so much better. It's richer. It's just yummy.
Liquefied butter.
Like but not too hot. I mean, you don't want it to be piping hot, but it's great. It's fantastic.
So, since we have faith that you can make your own cupcakes, we're going to talk about the frosting.
The fun part.
Absolutely. And on one of my maternity leaves, I watched a lot of that Ultimate Cake Off and convinced myself that I could certainly do these things, and made a very strange Little Mermaid cake. And you'll see that I have the Disney frostings.
So good to have girls.
Absolutely. So we made a very simple buttercream, and I really do think that making your own frosting is easy and worth the effort. It is literally 3 sticks of butter, 1 box of the confectioner's sugar, blended in your blender, and then 3/4 of a tablespoon of vanilla. I came across this cute little kit at TJ Maxx of all places. It was $4 and made a bottle of my own vanilla, just splitting the beans and putting in the vodka, and it tastes
very
fabulous. It's better than just that little weird bottle that
And
you buy.
don't worry, the alcohol cooks off. It's not,
Totally.
It's not anything to worry about.
So all I did was I did the 3 sticks of butter, the confectioner's sugar, and the vanilla in my mixer, and voila. Fresh buttercream frosting, and it tastes so good. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some color to it so that we've got a nice little palette on our apron, and then we're going to do a little decorating. So we decided that we would leave 1 white, and then Jen and I are each going to do. She's going to do pink and I'm going to do yellow. And if you buy the fancy dyes, which I did in my moment of homemakerness, it goes a long way. So just use a little bit.
Okay.
A toothpick is the way to go, my friends. So we're gonna, so you add a little bit, and then you're just gonna mix it up. You're gonna get a really, so look, I've already got a rich yellow here. And so our plan is we're just gonna frost, we're not going crazy. We're gonna frost the cupcakes in these nice, cute, little cool baby shades. Oh, see, I did a little too much there.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
well, it's all right.
Way. Just,
That's why you use the toothpick.
Learn from us.
And then we're going to frost them. I'll just do a little yellow one right here. We've got a couple of different ways. You don't have to go schmaltzy or cutesy too much with this, because there's enough schmaltz in a baby shower anyway. So, so here's what we've come up with. We do have a couple of cute little baby shower things that you'll find at iParties, and you can just pop one of those right on there, and it's nice and easy.
We've got
Yep.
bottles.
We're also doing flowers, which is always an elegant way to dress up any kind of, yes, why don't we do it with a white, any kind of baked good, wedding cake, cupcakes.
I love flowers decoration. Don't eat them, but they're what is it the term that
non-edible
decoration?
Yeah.
Anyway, gorgeous. Look how
Beautiful.
pretty that is.
So
And
we've
it can
got
go beyond a baby shower too.
Absolutely. So it's a cute way to dress things up, and they're still cute enough that you want to eat them. So enjoy.
All right, ladies, it's time to set the atmosphere. I am
All right.
just going to take a little sipsy on that one. All right, what we're going to do today, we're going to do some really beautiful and delicate flowers. Now this is, I've already forgotten the name of it.
Astratum?
You know what?
Looks like a banana
I
leaf.
thought it was a banana leaf. But what you do, I find these from all the fancy flowers places.
Yep.
You literally take this big leaf, like that, stick it into your little vase, just like this, fill it with water, and wow, doesn't it look like you just went to
Winston's.
It does. It's amazing how classy it makes your home arrangement look.
Exactly, it's gorgeous. So you just put that right in there, and now as we always do, we put in sort of the big stocky filler flower that's going to serve as a bit of an oasis. It'll keep all your flowers standing up straight exactly where you want them to be. So we're going to start with a little bit of sedum.
Is that? It looks like broccoli.
It does look a little like
Could you
broccoli.
substitute broccoli if sedum wasn't available?
You know what? I dare you all out there to substitute broccoli.
Or broccoli rabe.
Send your pictures and I'd love to see how that goes.
Throw some cherry tomatoes and turn it into a Christmas tree.
Wait, that's the wrong season. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there all right.
I like this.
Isn't this
Good
pretty?
texture.
Yeah, exactly. So here we are. We've got this gorgeous little sedum. I clipped some hydrangeas from my yard. And what you'll see with all the flowers that we're doing today, they're very similar in color but very different in textures, which I think always makes for a gorgeous
beautiful.
little arrangement. And as I always say, keep turning the balls. I bought some sterling silver roses.
Love these.
I got these at the grocery store. Yeah, this is our mother's favorite.
Favorite rose.
Remember always, if you can, to try and put them in pairs, and always an odd number is the most visually appealing to
According
the eye.
to Darling, odd numbers are more interesting.
Maybe that's why she had 3 of us.
And you know what? I guarantee you that's why there were 3 of us. That's our mother. Mom, we love you.
Yeah.
These are I can't talk.
Eucalyptus.
Peach Bellinis. Eucalyptus leaves.
And did you get these at the florist as well?
I actually did. I'm not growing eucalyptus.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was, quite frankly.
Yeah,
Well,
actually, it's true.
But I will tell you that the hydrangeas that I cut from our backyard, be very careful. I'd give them a little rinse before you bring them in because they have a lot of dirt and little bugs on them. Just give them a rinse, let them dry out. And then I thought we'd just fill in with some really kind of easy little pom-pom flowers.
They look like mums.
They do. They're like tiny little mums, exactly. And when you just make sure that you put these flowers in a nice tight little arrangement.
How do you do that?
You watched me. You
honestly,
were standing here with me doing it.
It's just amazing to me. I cannot replicate it at home. You have a gift.
You're not helping me sell this to our at-home viewers.
You two can do this.
You absolutely can. Again, you just saw me
It's
do
amazing.
this. This is how this winds up looking. As I said,
lovely.
Yeah, you just wind up
It
putting
looks
in
like
lots.
you paid $75 for that, and I'm actually not
You
kidding.
probably could sell it for that.
It looks like someone brought it to your office and it was from Winston's and it was $75.
You know what I spent on this? I would say probably $26 on this, on all these flowers, and look at how many.
Together, and you've got enough to fill a room.
Yes, and we have tons of extra. So
Excellent.
we'll make extra things for the bathroom there.
Do you want to talk about the invitation?
I would love to talk about the invitation because this is the theme to our shower.
Yes.
What we've decided to do is throw a baby book themed shower. You guys did this for me when I was
did.
pregnant, and it was a work shower, which was great because what it does is it puts a spending limit on all your guests, so they're not like, oh, for the love of God, I have to buy a $75 gift for my friend's baby.
or a monitor that cost $200 kind of thing.
It's also a great way to get good books that you didn't know about.
Exactly. So our friends at Textile Designs did this gorgeous, gorgeous little baby
love this.
invitation where it says, "Oh baby, please join us to honor our favorite mother-to-be." And then inside, what you have is this book belongs to Baby Porter. And what you do is you take off this little envelope and placard. Here you go, Jocelyn. And when you buy your book, we chose Goodnight Moon. You put this right in here, you write a little note to the baby, and you put it
The note
right...
goes on the card, and then you stick it
And
right
it's their
back
book plate.
Isn't
and it's
that...
their book plate for forever.
Isn't that such a nice idea?
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Honestly, and they're
what
the
a
most
sweet idea.
right, and they're the most meaningful gifts, at least that I ever got.
And if you have multiple children, they last a long
Yes,
time.
they do.
exactly, and again, if you want to throw a baby shower for someone when it's their second or third baby, this is a great way to do it because they don't need all that expensive stuff anymore. Now, what we've done was, as every guest comes in, you're going to give them their little bag here. In the bag, they're going to find their soundtrack. And you guys, I have to tell you, I did this when my daughter Georgia was born. I called it Quiet Songs for Georgia's Room, and we all have copies of it.
Yeah,
we
it's
all,
one of my favorite.
We do. We all listen to it, and it's just great songs like
Oh my goodness.
Moon River.
Like Van Morrison, These Are the Days, Beyond the Sea, Bobby Darin. Just some Blackbird by Sarah McLachlan. Just
Yeah.
some really sweet, soothing songs.
Exactly.
You play in the car, in the room. It's
Totally,
adorable.
yeah. Like we were, I was never a big, little kid music person. I always played what I liked, just kind of toned it down a little. I mean, we weren't listening to Black Eyed Peas, well, when they were babies, we probably do now. But anyway, so in there also, you are gonna get your party game. Everyone will open this up. Could you hand me that party game?
Absolutely.
And it is the Oh Baby Baby Picture Game. Fabulous. What you do is you ask your guests before they come to send you a baby picture of themselves, and all you wind up doing is putting it on here, and everyone has to guess
Who's who?
who's who, and the winner takes home a bottle
And you don't
of
have to
Prosecco.
eat any gross baby food and figure out what it is.
And no diapering a baby, like, I'm sorry, I'm past all that.
Yeah.
So, it's true, I'm past it, really. So all of this together makes for a great, sophisticated baby shower.
Exactly.
That the mother will enjoy, as will her guests,
Yes.
and that's important.
That's a very, very good point. So we'd like to invite
our last
Jen in, and everything you have here, not only is it a beautiful, sophisticated baby shower, but it's a baby shower on a budget that anyone can throw. And with that, we say, any excuse for a party. Cheers.